Hey, hi, hello, how's it going? I hope you're doing just, fantastic. Now, I think anybody who's watching a video like this or watching a video of mine knows at this point at least what a kendama looks like. But today I want to, dabble in and explore the question, are kendamas a lot like people wherein they're a lot less fun once they're decapitated? Ugh, old intro, pretty epic, pretty nostalgic. But yeah, this is our Frankenstein kendama, which we have abused multiple times over and over again. And I'm actually working on a little side Frankenstein video, which requires the serrado, which is like the whole cup part of the kendama. It's removed for now. It'll return in another Frankenstein video. But right now we have this. This is just the sword part of the kendama with the tama and the string all intact. And I really just want to play around with it and, answer, is this still like a toy in itself? Is this a whole new toy? Is it still fun and exciting like a regular kendama is? Or is this serrado really important and you should just avoid removing the head from your kendama altogether? So yeah, simple as that. I will send it down to my man on the court. Haha, that's me. I am the man on the court. Now, I kind of brushed over the fact that, Frank's head or shoulders or whatever is literally missing. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting Frankenstein video. What's happening with the serrado here, so stick around. Okay, anyways, I'm really just going to get into a little session trying to play with this sword and tama as is. And, you'll see what's possible and I'll give you my thoughts on if this is worth trying at all for yourself. Disclaimer, I already played with this for like 5 minutes and the answer is probably no, but find out why. So I'm going to start by running the basics, earth turn, J-stick, even a pull-up spike, and just see how they feel. That feels right. The earth turn feels right. And then as soon as we start wanting to use the sword for any purpose other than looking nice or maybe like toothpick or something, that's where we run into a lot of issues. And the main issue, I'll just do some J-stick attempts and maybe you'll figure out for yourself already why this is so difficult. So you can see, even trying to pull up to airplane, the way that this thing is weighted, obviously is weighted in a way to balance with the serrado. So this heavy end lacking the serrado makes the weight balance of this piece of wood very uneven. So even, I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, try to do a whirlwind on it. No, it's like, no, it's so difficult because if you try just spinning this in your hand, you can see like the axis of rotation, if this was like, balanced perfectly, it would spin like nice in the middle, balanced spinning. But because it's so bottom heavy, like when you go to throw, where can I put this? When you go to throw the ken for the ken flip, it wants to spin around this heavy end and you're getting more like this motion. So you throw it and you're like, whoo, and then it's like spinning and it's nowhere there you want it, nowhere near where you expect and want to catch it. So learning to play this is basically like learning a whole new skill. And it's a skill that does not feel good. Kendama feels good. This does not feel good. I did discover a trick that is possible on this that isn't possible on a regular kendama, however. I will show you that in just a second. Let me try to get a J-stick just to show you how difficult and not worth doing it is. Ooh. See, if you go back and watch that, I'll throw up slow-mo right now. The way this thing spins is just so unpredictable, and it has like a slow pace, but then it like whips around. So trying to spike that J-stick is all luck and just feels so wrong. Let me show you this one interesting trick that I found while playing around that you can do with this. So maybe there's some saving grace if you do want to give this a try. And yeah, I'll show you that right now. I'll call it the reverse ring stall. Ah, there we go. So you can see that the spike, the sword itself, with the spike being so light, is actually perfectly balanced enough and able enough to basically reverse ring stall. So where a ring stall with a regular kendama would look like this, without it falling off, the decapitated kendama can achieve the same stall point, but in reverse. But as you could see by my many attempts, it's not super easy to pull up into this position, and this trick in and of itself is definitely not justification enough for you to go rip all the serrados off your kendamas, just so that you can try to do that and not be super satisfied by the result. And that's basically all I really wanted to achieve. Now you know, like maybe you were worried, oh, should I really rip the cups off my kendama just to try? Maybe this will be super fun. I mean, it's basically like your standard... That would have been good. It's basically like your standard ball and cup, but weighted improperly and not nearly as exciting. So keep your cups on your kendama. I mean, it's totally justified. If you were curious and didn't want to rip them off yourself, that's why I did it for you. Now you know. Don't bother. I hope you have a... Look, it's a microphone now. I hope you have a fantastic day. And as always, have a fantastic day. I don't know.